We're celebrating the holidays all month long on Coral, and today on DIY with DesignHer Co, we're making one-of-a-kind gift cards almost as fabulous as the gifts that come along with them. For today's project, you're going to need a pair of scissors, an X-Acto knife, a dulled end knitting needle, tape, stamps and a stamp pad, cardstock and blank pre-made cards, sewing needle, and embroidery thread. So in order to do our embossing, we first have to create stencils. If you're not comfortable cutting it out just directly onto the cardstock, you can draw it out first with a pencil. I suggest sticking to very basic shapes. You don't want too many corners because it's going to be a challenge, one, to cut and two, to emboss. So you want to stick to shapes like circles, squares, hearts, teardrops, but I'm going to go ahead and just do circles. We're going to make some ornaments on our card. You can always hold it up to the light to see where to start, and then the rest is going to just be by feel. Going to start gently rubbing into that space without going over the edges. Don't pull the needle off of the cardstock, just keep it on there and trace the outline of your shape. And you always want to start from the inside of the card or the back of the card. Poke through your first hole and pull your thread all the way up until the knot hits the back of the card. We don't want to leave a gap. We want to give it a nice finished look. So instead of going into the next hole, we're going to go back through the previous hole. You want to make sure you do your stamping as the last step. Sometimes when you think the ink is dry, it's just not quite dry yet. So you can use all of these techniques, or just a few, to create all your gift cards for the holidays. You can also apply it towards some mini cards, place cards at your dinner table, gift tags. It's really endless. Anything that you can use cardstock for, you can use these techniques on. Subscribe to Coral if you're going to start making your holiday cards right now and avoid going to Hallmark at the very last minute.